Hey guys, so just got back from Japan, and I was gonna do a quick unboxing and install of this shift knob. This is the shift knob I decided to get. It's a Tomei, the engine specialist duracon shift knob. It's not a weighted shift knob. It's made out of duracon, which is kind of like a plastic. So pretty much it comes with the installation instructions. Well, not really installation instructions, just kind of explaining what it is. There is this top right here. It's got double-sided tape and you stick it on there, and for the most part it's going to just fit on here. My concern is that the opening right here is going to hit right there, and when it hits it won't thread in all the way because it's pretty deep shift knob. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off right here and see how well this fits. So I just hit the threads, getting a couple in there. Alright, it's in there, so that's pretty much installed. Something I was thinking about doing though to try to make this sit a little lower, because I like it a little lower, is taking my Dremel, and then I'm going to put it in there and just pretty much open it up a little more. If you can see, my Dremel doesn't go in all the way. I'm going to try to open that up a little bit more. It's probably hard to see, but if you look in there, did it for like a little bit, and you can't really see the threads. The threads are pretty deep, so I could get this thing to probably sit a little lower if I were to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As you can see, the Dremel tool, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to put it in there and just try to open that up a little bit to try to get this to sit a little lower on the shift knob, because it's not bottoming out because of threads, it's bottoming out because it's hitting the shifter linkage itself. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and get it installed. Alright, so in the last video I told you guys that I thought this shifter handle was bottoming out right here on the rod that comes through the actual shifter itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Dremel and I'm going to put it in there. You can see it already stops, so the idea is to push it through and make a little bit more room so it doesn't bottom out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I was trying to go slow to just make sure that it's even. If you can see, the hole's a little bit bigger. Inside there though, there's going to be these little bits of plastic from the Dremel tool. So I'm going in there to make sure it all comes out. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that again. And that noise is it catching on all the plastic. So rip that plastic off. So we'll do that a couple more times. Alright, I think that's probably going to do it. What I want to do though is kind of round this edge off a little, so I'm going to do that also. Alright, now you can definitely see this hole is a little wider there. Obviously I did remove material, so the whole shift knob itself is going to be a little bit lighter, but this should allow me to get a few more threads on, and for the shifter itself to sit a lot deeper into my shifter handle. Alright, thank you. Alright, so I'm back in the car now, and I'm going to go ahead and install it. trying to show you guys what the inside looks like. So you can see I removed some material. It's got a little more room in there. The concern was that it was hitting on this. So what I tried to do is just remove enough material that I could put it on there. This shift boot, which I'm probably going to be removing, it's a Dragon Ball Z shift boot, I believe. It's not allowing this to go down any further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. Before I was only getting about 2 or 3 turns in. So right about there is about as far as I could go last time. And if you look, I could actually go a lot further now. It's actually feeling tighter. It doesn't come off. And then the only other step there would be is to take this right here, and then since I have this lined up straight, take the double-sided tape and put it on there. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so I took off the little wrapper. That's the tape side. That side right there, probably hard to see. There it goes. You can see the logo. So the idea is to get the logo to fit on there flat, like so, and then just push it on, and then it sticks. That way it's to the tightness that I want, and then that's where it is. The black itself actually matches the rest of the black plastic in the car, and even though it's not weighted, it feels pretty good still. I like where it sits. It's not too flashy, so pretty decent shifter. Like I said, it's the Duracon shift knob by Tomei. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It is the 90mm version. They sell, I believe, a 70. A 70 would probably fit better without having to modify it. But if you want a shifter that sits a little deep in there but still got some decent height to it, I'd recommend the 90. And then all I did was open up this little section right here. Opened up this section right here so that there'd be more room. You could see there's 45 millimeters is the measurement, how deep that goes before you even hit the thread. So I was just trying to open up probably to about where that 30mm measurement is, right there on the shift knob. I opened up so that this would fit a little lower. But yeah, I think it feels good. I'll have to drive around with it. I like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. I know it's just a black plastic, but I like that it matches the rest of the black plastic in the car. Looks a lot better than what I assumed was the stock one that's missing the top. Where this one's weighted though. This one actually has some decent weight to it. This one doesn't. So we'll see how that feels. Alright, so that's going to conclude the opening and install and modification of the Tomei shifter knob. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you.